Okay, here's part 2 of what I take house sitting and my haul. So I got from the same op shop, I just left them in my car, salvos, $11 all up. So this is one of those books that's got that really thick paper with lots of little pictures. It's not too close up. And another one of these ones that's got this really good thick cover to make a journal from. Here's the dictionary I talked about in part 1, and it is, as I said, it's almost like Bible paper. It's gorgeous, but look how big the letters are. And occasionally there's a little picture, Antarctic Explorer, and there's little bits, little pictures through. So I was very excited when I saw this. Very, very excited. And the other thing I got on my little shopping trip, we have a store called Kmart, which has, Anko is sort of, it's been a new brand that's come out of China. I don't know how new it is, but however, everything's Anko in our shops at the moment. So it's like, if you want something cheap but efficient, it'll usually be an Anko. And I saw all these little trays and went, oh, that I've got so many uses for them, and it can just stack. It's like, see, it's got the little handle, and when one handle's down, it locks it shut, and then it just opens up. And this is the size. So I haven't got a particular use for it. I just saw it and went, you know what, I'm going to use it. So that's my little stash. When I go back, just at home at the moment, but when I go back, I'll film my my little suitcase that I take my painting and drawing materials in and add it on. So do I want to say anything else? No, that's probably it. I'll just add it in after. Okay, I am back from my house sit. I've had a night to, well, regroup in my own house, and I thought I'd finish this video about what I took away with me and what I do take. This is my suitcase, so it's just the normal standard cabin size suitcase, and so I put in a whole heap of things. It's a bit jumbled because I just brought it back. So working on some little card ideas, sewing machine things, going to do, I think, possibly going to do a sewing book. I take a ruler, of course. This time I packed in some folded good quality drawing cartridge. I didn't use it. I mean, this is the thing, you have to sort of, you never know what, I did go, yes, I went shopping. You never know what you're going to actually do, so you have to sort of take a few things. So I've got 2 standard pencil cases. These, I love these, they're neoprene. I actually, when I went over to Paris, these were, don't know why there's tissues in there, I could just shove them there for somewhere to put them. These were, you know, what they give you at the airport if you're on the plane with eye stuff. Oh, sorry, got my finger over there. Oh gosh, I'm terrible at this. How do I do it? I'm holding it with my left hand. Okay, so I always have, like, inside a glue stick, a knife. That's only ever used. The problem with other people, they just don't have their houses set up for crafting, so you've got to be a little bit careful about glue and paint. And so I don't take paint. Sometimes I take my watercolor paint. So I purchased, I don't know if I showed that when I was showing what I bought from the art shop the other day. I probably didn't. I got a couple more of these ink tents. So they're, let me see, Derwent ink tents. Here she comes. There she is. She's just had so much food. So I take a, you know, a grey lead or two. Okay, so my grey leads, I've got a normal HB, and I have got a 2B, and that's, I thought it might be graphite. Anyway, bit of liquid paper for splatters if I'm doing a little bit of a mixed media, some scissors. Always have a supply of a few chinagraphs, a few just normal, right there, Rembrandt poly colours. 2B, I've got a watercolor paintbrush, and always a white gel pen, because they're jolly good. Alright, that's... Alright, so in the old days we used to call them chinagraphs, but now Lumocolor they're called, permanent. So chinagraphs, so they're, I think they're very waxy or oily, and of course a sharpener. And my little paper edge de-stressor. So that's what is in my, and a rubber, I've got a rubber in there too. That's my little portable pencil case stash. I have, this is my, let me move the case back and show you. Doing it one-handed. There's Amelia, she's now sitting on my seat, because cats love that, don't they? Always, as soon as you get out of the seat. So my Posca pen stash and inking, a blender. It's pretty much all Posca pens. Is that it? Except for, well, every so often I've got Artline pencil. Yeah, so Artline. So that works for mark making. Right, okay. I took away this file because I thought I was actually going to do some collaging. It's just an old, it's a file folder, and I've had it on my shelf for ages, so I thought I might cover them up. And anyway, it was look, honestly, it wasn't the best time. I don't know why, it was just so emotional. Stuff came up with Lawrence, stuff came up for both of us that was difficult, and so it was a bit emotional, and that's okay when you're getting to know people, sometimes that happens. So I didn't really get as much art done. I watched a lot of Binge, which is another service that's not Netflix. Binge has a bit more my geeky moments, so it's got all the DC and the Marvel comic stuff, so I was able to watch and finish Supergirl. I might have said that in my last so I did actually get a little bit of more of a stash and a haul from Kmart. I got these little Australiana, so that's gum nuts, so they'll be fun to do some things with. Alright, so the washi was super cheap. I think it was only $3 for the pack of 10. Now that is unheard of. So there's a variety of tape measures, dates, calendar things, hello, and ideas. So some really good bullet journal kind of things, little tags, cute little tags. So because they were $3, I just got two, and I think they're the same. Alright, and I got some Jewellery Basics, because Lily was having a bit of fun with some earrings, and these were only $2 or something. Anko, good on you, Chinese, giving us bargains. Yeah, so one little tin with just tiny little buttons. Of course, the other day I did my basket with my floss and everything in, and that was in case I did a snippet roll, but I didn't. So, I don't know, and I've been reading Olu Oguibi's The Culture Game. He's an artist who he's from Nigeria but works in university in America, and I have been looking at some of his artwork and also some of his commentary on, well, across the board, black people and how they're treated, but also in the art, specifically within the arts, whether black people are treated the same as white people when it comes to having curated shows, etc. So that's something I'm reading. Fascinated about that. Lawrence is of course black, so that is part of me supporting him. I picked up some canvas pads, and I had printed out some different varieties of text and design to use in collage, some maps. I didn't do that either. This is how it goes sometimes. I also end up with a bit of study material, so this is one of my scribble journals where I print, so when you're an artist you have a visual diary, often more than one in fact. As anyone who's watching who's an artist or anything has done any art and been to art school, you'll know that we often have copious amounts of comments, writing, and it's all a way to inform our own art practice. And so I'll sometimes have printed out something that I like by an artist, and then I'll write a bit about what I think about it, what their purpose was, and it might inspire me to have some other ideas. So I was looking at lithographs and different artists and how people used inkjet dyes. Notes from Olu Oguibi. Of course, there always has to be a bit of a Max Ernst picture. That's one of my favourite artists. Then, of course, I've started in my little one. I've got some of Sue Stone's works printed out to have a look at, and I've started a textile section. So Louise Baldwin's Glance. I was enjoying her works, and these little like little book pages, and that kind of sent me off. So I have things like plant dye, really, you know, just discovery, bits of my snippet book. Then I started looking at text and looking at Glenn Logan, and his idea of text in his works. Usually in painting though, rather than embroidery, but I was studying that for my that was part of my snippet book, text in snippet book. So there's he also has a slant about this anti-blackness in curated shows, so that's interesting, and that's about where I got up to. And I've just got some notes from the textileartist.org. See, textileartist.org Community Stitch Challenge, and I've printed out a couple of the last year's challenges. Sue Stone always starts the first one, so that's my study kind of book. Okay, so I always have about 50 different books on the go. Not 50, but travel writing, novels, etc. So I print them out and I take them away to edit with my pencil, and then I come back to put the edits into my computer just, well, this is random. It's just some stickers if I was going to be doing some collage. A glue book to take with me because you never know what you can and can't find at a person's house that you can use. And I took away the distress crayons with me this time. Of course, you can change up all sorts of things, but my box of distress crayons, because I thought maybe I was going to do some mixed media work. And yeah, well, I did manage to do a little bit in the back of my book, as everyone saw in the last one. And that's about it, really. Is there still asleep? Oh, no, there she is. She's woken up. So I hope you enjoyed that little playthrough, what I take away. Cats. Gotta love them. Yeah. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.